Hello everyone, how are you all? कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? I hope you all must be having a great time and must be enjoying this series. Now let us move forward in our mapping series for your upcoming prelims 2026. In this lecture, we are going to see the North America continent, and this is going to be the part 2. Right, so those people who are directly coming to this video, let me tell you that we had already started this series from South America continent. This we have completed. In lecture number 4, we have covered North America part 1, where we discussed about the political features of North America. Those people who are connected, I hope you are sincerely following all the details which I am giving you over here, and must be having all these detailing not only on your notes, not only marked it, but on your tips too. Now let us move forward. Before moving forward, let us do a quick recap of what we have understood in the last class. So till now we have basically understood about this particular South America, but in the last part specifically we have understood about this Central American first. Right, Central American countries we have understood over here, and something like this you will be finding Alaska, Canada, USA, and over here Mexico. The major problem was of these Caribbean island countries and of these Central American countries. These were the more chaotic areas over here to read about or to learn about. The rest was this your Mexico, USA, and over here this is your Canada. In Canada also the major part to remember was of these islands, right? So over here, if I ask you that what are the, for example, I am writing the countries of Central America, just write it down the capitals over here for me, guys. Okay, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica, and Panama. Nothing but these are 3 plus 3, 7 countries are your Central American countries. This is Belmopan, Guatemala. You will be having this Guatemala City, El Salvador, San Salvador, Honduras. I have told you that this is one capital city you have to learn over Honduras. Tegucigalpa, Nicaragua, Managua, Costa Rica. You will be having San Jose or Jose, Panama, Panama City, right? In Caribbean, I told you to remember the Bahamas, then Cuba, then Kingston. Then Kingston is the capital of over here Jamaica. Then Haiti, Dominican Republic, Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago, guys. What about the Hawaiian Islands? Hawaiian Islands is basically in the Pacific, belongs to USA. Right over here. In Canada, I have told you about certain islands. Banks Island, Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, Ellesmere, and Baffin Island over here, right? These all things which we have understood in the last class. Now in this particular class, we will be adding the physical features to it. Physical features, guys. Again, I am saying that we will be creating our own atlas. Though we will be seeing, I am letting you show the actual places also on the map, but you have to have your map on your mind. Physical features will be adding today mountains, but very important over here. Mountains are regularly rivers, lakes, deserts, and grasslands over here we are going to understand. Right, this is the information we have to take from this particular class. Now before moving ahead, let me tell you about the Sambhav program. Again, this is ongoing program. You can enroll into this particular program which is going to start soon. Sambhav is basically containing all the classes or all the things which you require for your prelims in order to make it clear, make it through, right? So it is a prelims ecosystem which will be having your prelims boot camp included in it, like prelims boot camp, which I have already told you that these are long day classes you will be finding over here. Live practices we will be doing, and then Trinetra program will be included over here too. So either you can purchase it separately, or if you are in Sambhav, you will be getting this prelims boot camp. The CSAT program by the IITians we are having for you to basically clear CSAT very easily, guys, right? Now this is a major hurdle which is in the recent years you will be finding, but don't let it be your shortcoming, right? So again, you can purchase this separately, or if you are a program, or if you have subscribed for this Sambhav program, then these all will be the part of this particular program. Okay, or you can go it for separately as you want. So do check out this Sambhav 2026 program which we have. And now let us move forward in our understanding of North American physical feature. Before moving ahead, have you known the water bodies over here? Beaufort Sea, I have told you. Then over here, these will be the islands which you have already known. and this is your over here Labrador Sea, which you will be finding. And to clear this Labrador Sea, you have to go pass through this strait, Davis Strait, right? And there is one more strait over here, and this is known as a Neres Strait, guys. Neres Strait, Neres Strait, right? This is also the strait over here. What strait we will be calling it? This is a Florida, so that's why Florida Strait, right? And over here I have told you that Russia and Alaska, that is USA, is separated by one more strait, that is a Bering Strait. And Bering Sea you can see over here, so Bering Strait, Bering, okay. So these are certain straits, so very less straits you are seeing over here. The straits are going to be more in Europe and Asia, so just keep a tap over here. अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको मिल रही है. When world information will be compiled and a question will be coming in the straits format, then it will become difficult. तो इसीलिए अभी जो स्ट्रेट पढ़ रहे हो उसको फिक्स करते हुए चलो. See over here, this is Baffin Bay, Davis Strait, Labrador Sea, Beaufort Sea, right? Hudson Bay, Hudson Strait. This strait also don't forget, Hudson Strait. So these are of North America continent. These are present in the Canadian, above this particular Arctic Sea. This is Beaufort Sea, right? So if you will be finding that above is Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by these oceans over here you will be finding. Also Gulf of Mexico we have already seen. Also over here you see the Gulf of Alaska, because this is Alaska place. So this is Gulf of Alaska which is getting formed. The difference between Gulf and Bay I have already told you, right? See this Gulf of Mexico over here. This is Florida and this is Florida Strait. These are Bahamas over here. See the location, Cuba, and the closed, that's why Gulf. And this is which peninsula? Yucatan Peninsula. In the last class I have told you. Okay, and then over here these Central American countries will be starting. This over here is a which particular peninsula? You will Baja Peninsula, and in this again a Gulf type feature is getting formed. So this is Gulf of California, guys. So this is over here California which you see. That's why Gulf of California. Just highlight this over here. So Gulf of California, Gulf of Alaska, Gulf of Mexico. 3-4 gulfs you are seeing in the North America. Don't get it confused. See how the question comes in the examination. Different things. Guyana Highlands. Do you know Guyana Highlands? Where have you studied? If you know it exactly, okay, these are the Guyana countries, these are the French Guyana, and this is in South America. Directly they have given you Southwestern Africa. Wrong, right? As you will be understanding more information, you will be directly getting it. But in the examination time, to have all this world map in your mind is a task, right? But the way we are following it, the way I want you to follow it through my classes should be the exact way you should be keeping the things, and it will be very handy for you guys. You must be realizing this too now too, right? So just have faith, and now we have more continents to cover too. In this particular part, we will be fixing once for all this North America. Let me show you the lakes first of all over here, guys. The first thing over here, lakes, because in this particular continent you will be finding a lot of lakes. And first I am going to tell you about the lakes of Canada. So these are the highlighted lakes which you will be finding over here. This must not be visible right now. Don't worry, I'll be zooming it out for you. So see this first lake over here. Remember the north to south order also. This is the Canadian lake first over here, known as a Great Bear Lake. Bear, Bhalu. Great Bear Lake. Then over here, the second lake you will be finding Great Slave. All are great. Great Slave Lake you will be getting over here, guys. This is the Slave Lake. Then the third lake which you will be getting over here, Lake Athabasca. Lake Athabasca, and this might come in the examination. Slave, bear, remember it. So see over here too, Great Bear Lake. Can you spot? Just see the way, just see the point where I am showing you something, right? Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Athabasca Lake, this is lake over here, and then the nearby river body will be known as Athabasca River. Then Lake Winnipeg over here, you must be seeing. So Lake Bear, Slave, Athabasca and Winnipeg over here you have to remember. So see over here, this is a bear, this is slave, bear, slave, next is Athabasca, and then over here this is a Winnipeg. Winnipeg, Athabasca, this is your Great Slave, Great Bear. Like this, don't get confused. Bear first, slave, then Athabasca, then Winnipeg over here. Now the location of these lakes are entirely in Canada, but certain lakes you are finding at the border of this particular Canada and US countries, and very important lakes you are going to find over here. And these are the combination of 5 lakes. 5 lakes are present at the border point of view, right? Border point you will be finding. So let me show you this particular, which are known as Great Lakes. So these 5 are known as Great Lakes. See, it is written over here, right? This is a one lake you will be finding over here, and this is not interconnected right now naturally, but we have made it connected, but these are separately present over here. This is Huron. See the location, southward side, Michigan, then Erie over here, and then Ontario over here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Superior like this, Michigan like this, Huron like this, Erie like this, Ontario like this, somewhere like this, and like this you will be finding their basically border. Superior Lake. First of all, the most important lake which you are going to find over here is the Superior Lake. And Superior is, by the name itself, it is world's largest. Listen it carefully, guys. World's largest fresh water. This is important. Fresh water. Fresh water. Lakes are of two types, fresh water or saline, right? Brackish water. So this is the world's largest freshwater lake in the world. साफ पानी का लेक कौन सा है? Superior Lake. But when I say that what is the world's largest lake, and that too by volume, sorry, not by volume but by surface area. देखो यहाँ पर बहुत confusion होती है. Let me clear this confusion once for all. A lot of people will be having this confusion, right? Let me clear once for all. See, guys. 3 questions or 3-4 questions can be made over here. Largest lake, you can directly write it in the example in your notes. Largest lake in the world. Now this largest, if they are only saying a lake in the world, they can be of 2 types. One by of surface area. Surface area means only this, right? Length into breadth. But by volume, if I am saying, I'll be including the depth too. Depth, this height will also be coming into the picture. So when I am saying world's largest lake in the world, surface area wise, that will be your Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea. But when I am saying the world's largest lake, volume wise, you will be finding it as Baikal Lake. Right, Baikal Lake. This is in Russia. I'll be telling you. Caspian, I'll be showing you when we will be reaching in the Europe and Asia region. That Caspian Sea you are going to see. But if I include one more terminology over here, that is, I want largest lake, but fresh water. So when I'll include this fresh water term, then superior will be coming into picture with respect to the surface area, and with respect to volume wise, you will be finding again Baikal Lake. Very important, because Baikal Lake is having a lot of depth. That is what it is making volume wise world's largest. So remember these adjectives over here, guys. This questioning will be because अगर ये क्या पूछा उसके basis पे answer change हो रहा है, right? So once for all, this should be clear, right? This is the confusion which people have, and examiner also know that where the confusion is. अच्छा, one more confusion might be there, right? That Baikal is a fresh water or brackish water. This is fresh water, guys. So again, I am telling you over here, just make it more relevant over here and more correct, that if they will be talking you about the world's largest lake, and they have not asked you either freshwater or brackish, the world's largest lake will be your Caspian, and this will be area wise also and volume. Just correct it, guys, volume wise too, because when they will be asking you freshwater, then it gets changed. Okay, so slightly one correction you will be finding, that world largest lake, when they are asking you, Caspian will remain the world's largest. If they will be saying you brackish water, then also Caspian will remain, area wise also and volume wise too. Earlier I have told you volume wise this Baikal will become the one, right? No, that will not be the case, because lake brackish में दोनों के दोनों Caspian रहेंगे. Whereas when they are asking you exactly fresh water, then by area you will be finding superior, by volume you will be finding Baikal. This is a right way over here. I also got confused a bit, but just correct it, guys. Superior and Baikal over here you are going to see. Okay, so this is one world's largest over here freshwater lake you are going to find. And second in number in terms of lake. If they are only writing lake, then first is Caspian and then second is Superior. Doesn't matter brackish or freshwater, right? Next lake which you are seeing is your Michigan. See the Michigan lake. Now, one unique thing about Michigan is the lake which is entirely present in USA. So it is the USA's lake. Whereas Superior is all other lakes are bounding between Canada and USA. Right. So Michigan is one lake you will be finding where it is completely in USA. And here you will be finding one famous city, that is Chicago. All right. One next is Huron, you are seeing, guys. Huron again it is a transboundary lake over here you will be finding, and it is connected by the Superior Lake by man-made canal. That canal is Sioux Canal over here. You can remember this, Sioux Canal. Then Erie over here you are going to see, and Ontario. Ontario is the smallest lake over here out of these 5 Great Lakes, and this Erie and Ontario are connected with Welland Canal. Right. So Ontario, Erie, Huron, and Michigan you must see. You can see the places which are nearby these lakes now over here. This is Michigan, Chicago. This is Huron over here. This is Erie, and Erie you are having one famous city, that is Detroit, and nearby it Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is one of the largest steel making or coal field you will be finding, and nearby that water body, and this small is Ontario over here, right? So 5 lakes of this you have learned. Michigan entirely in USA you will be finding. Okay, one more lake is over here which you have to focus upon, which is USA's lake, is Salt Lake. Very important, guys. Salt, not slave, not beer, because Great Beer, Great Slave you have seen in Canada, whereas Great Salt Lake is over here, Kharapani. Salt Lake you will be finding in USA. So if lakes now we have to sum up, then we will be summing up with the Canada ones. First of all, you have understood Great Beer, then over here Great Slave, then over here Athabasca, then over here Winnipeg, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and over here Ontario. Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. Shmoo, like this also you can remember. Some people remember it by Holmes. Holmes means H Huron, O Ontario, M Michigan, E Erie, S is Superior. But likewise you will be not able to understand the exact location. This will get mismatched. So I will ask you to do practice 1 or 2 times by not seeing, by pausing the video and trying to imagine in your head. That will be more fruitful, guys. Okay, rather than having this particular all these mnemonics, I won't suggest you, though I know, but I won't suggest you, because this is the way I have remembered it for a long time too, right? And you will be able to remember that for a long time too, let me assure you that, guys. Okay, so this you will be remembering with respect to the lakes. Now when we have done this North American lakes, we should not forget about the South American lakes. This is the beauty of consolidation now. The South American lakes, you will be finding the lake which is over here present between Peru and Bolivia, that is Titicaca, Pupu, and one lake which is present in Venezuela, famous for its oil fields, Maracaibo. Right, so these lakes which you should remember over here, and one Plateau's lake also, which has been asked in PYQ 2025. Likewise, these lakes will also be asked sooner or later, right? So it is just a matter of chance when they will be asked, right? So lakes part it is completed now. Let us move to the mountain ranges of North American continent now. Mountain ranges. Probably questions will be going to come from here. See this over here. First of all, this is the North American Alaskan part. Alaska, may you check this out over here, 2 places. So over here, Alaska above part, Brooks Range, below part, Alaskan Range. So Brooks, you have to remember, and below part, Alaska, you have to remember. The beauty of this Alaska range is that this Alaskan range is having the tallest mountain of North America continent. That is Denali. Must be highlighted. You must be able to see it. Also increase the resolution. Also, if you want, though I have like added in the comments too, you will be finding that if you want to download the PPTs, you have to join the channel of Sambhav. Over there you will be finding the PPTs over there, right, guys? If you not be able to get it, just comment it down. I'll be having it. My team will be having it down there, right? So where I was telling you, in Alaskan range there is one the tallest famous mountain peak of North American continent, that is Denali. Now Denali is also known as over here, how it is also known as a Mount McKinley. Mount McKinley. So either in the examination they will be giving you Mount McKinley or Denali. What else you have to learn from here? You have to learn exactly its height also, and its height is 6194 meters. So what I'll suggest you to remember, it's 6,000 meters. Though I am not saying that remember every mountain's height, but I am telling you remember this one. It might be asked in any form by the UPSC, right? 6,000 meter. In South America, I have told you to remember the Mount Aconcagua. I hope you have not forgotten it. The height, if you remember, 7,000 meter approximately, I have told you. If you want to go exact, this is 6960. But 7,000 meter and 6,000 meter of Denali. So automatically you are arranging the mountain peaks of every continent. So when questions will be coming in the examination to arrange it ascending order, descending order, you will be able to do it easily, because slowly and slowly we are building our profile of the mountains too. Denali, and then Alps will be coming, then Himalaya, Mount Everest will be coming. Likewise, we will be covering the continents. I hope you are understanding this, guys. ठीक है. So out of this, Brooks range is a series of chain of mountains, and in Alaskan range, Denali. Then you will be finding, as you will enter in Canada, you will be finding this Mackenzie mountains over here. Mackenzie range also you will be finding over here, right? And over here, when this Mount Logan you will be finding, and this Mount Logan is the tallest peak of Canada only, not of North American continent, because this Denali is not present in Canada. This is in USA. So tallest peak of USA is the tallest peak of North American continent too. But tallest peak of Canada is Mount Logan. No need to remember the height, though it is around 6,000 only. 100-200 meters difference is there, right? So Mount Logan, another thing you have to remember. And then you will be seeing this chain over here, which is starting like this chain, see over here. This chain is of Rocky Mountains now, guys, and Rocky Mountains have been formed because of the oceanic to continental convergence. These two collided over here, and when they collided, they formed this range in the coast. And this OC convergence, plate tectonics theory, in your physical geography, you will be understanding this if you have not. Now, Rockies mountain ranges are the example of fold mountains. Are these young fold mountains or old fold mountains? These are young fold mountains, guys, right? Rockies. In the South American, I have told you that this is Andes over here, right? So this is Rockies mountain you will be finding covering Canada, USA completely over here, right? And on Rockies mountain you will be finding one peak. If I'll show you that this is the tallest peak of Rockies mountains, and this is the Mount Elbert 4402. No need to remember the height, but remember the name, Mount Elbert over here, Mount Elbert. And in the left you will be finding Mount Whitney and Mount Elbert. Two peaks I have told you, East Elbert, West Whitney. All right. And over here you will be finding in these particular areas, California, Los Angeles, you will be finding Cascade Range, CACDE, Cascade Range. So I hope the left portion is clear. Over here, Alaska, Brooks, Denali, Mackenzie, Logan, Rockies Mountains, Mount Elbert, Mount Whitney. Forget about other mountains, and Cascade over here, right? This is over here which you will be finding. Now there are a lot of mountains which are highlighted over here. No need to do that, guys. No need to do. Whatever I have told you, more than enough over here. Okay. Now this is the western side. Now I'll be showing you the eastern side. When you will be going to the eastern sides, you will be finding this very important Appalachians which is written. These are the Appalachians mountains, guys, over here. Appalachians mountain. Right, Appalachians are again fold mountains. Yes, these are fold, but these are old fold mountains. Escarpment means these are very old, and because of weathering, the height might have been very large previously, but now they are very small like this. Like Aravallis are said to be old fold mountains. Okay, so Appalachians you will be remembering over here, very important. But one more thing I want to tell you about, there is one place that is Sierra Nevada, right? Sierra Nevada. Over here you will be finding in the Nevada state only, where Las Vegas is there. Sierra Nevada is the example of block mountains, not fold, block mountains. Right, so one example you will be taking Sierra Nevada block mountains. See in this map also Rockies, Cascade Range over here, Sierra Nevada. Can you spot this Sierra Nevada over here? Yes, you can, right? Sierra Nevada. So remember this also. Okay. Then over here, Appalachian Mountains, you can remember over here, right? Okay. Now these are Appalachian, see over here also Appalachian Mountains, Sierra Nevada, Cascades, taken also known as this Coast Range. And Coast Range you will be finding these Cascades, Rocky Mountains, Sierra Nevada. In the Mexico, you will be finding it as Sierra Madres. So Sierra Madres in the Mexico regions. Okay, these are the rocky areas. These are the height areas, mountainous areas. Whereas in between, you are going to find the plain areas. These are known as Great Plains. Okay, just remember, because of these plains areas, you will be finding that this is good for agriculture, and these are also known as grasslands. And the which grassland are very much available over here, I'll be telling you. So I hope this is clear first. This is over here range. Can you tell me Brooks? Oh, sorry, Alaskan range. Over here, Brooks range. On this particular range, you will be finding one mountain peak, the tallest mountain peak, Denali. Can you tell me the height? Right, 6,000 meters. Then over here, Mackenzie range. Right, Denali is also known as Mount McKinley. Then over here, Mount Logan. Over here, you will be starting with the this Rocky Mountains. Over here, Albert. Over here, Whitney, Cascade, Sierra Nevada, Sierra Madre, Appalachians, Great Plains. Right, this you must have understood over here, guys. Now in Great Plains, you are going to find the grassland area where the most agriculture productivity and production you will be finding. Wheat production, primarily wheat and maize. So these Great Plains over here are known as these grassland known as prairies. So these are the grasslands. If I ask you these are tropical or temperate, so if your knowledge is getting good, then you will be saying these are temperate, guys. Why? Because Tropic of Cancer will be passing somewhere from here, right? And this is above Tropic of Cancer. That means it is a temperate region. That's why these are prairies over here. These are temperate grasslands, not tropical grasslands. Keep in mind, right, guys? Also, over here you will be finding Columbia Plateau and Colorado Plateau. No need to learn right now. I'll be telling you at the right time. Okay, plateau, less than mountains, more than plains. So for the final time, if I want to ask you to mark it on the map, and this is your understanding of your North America continent, like this, you are going to find a lot of things over here. Okay, this is your Alaska. Okay, so mountain ranges, if we will be making over here, then this is Alaskan range, this is Brooks range, Mount Denali, Mount Logan, Mackenzie mountain range, Rockies over here, and Albert, Whitney, Cascade, Appalachian, Sierra Nevada, Sierra Madre. I hope you are understanding. And over here, don't forget the South America too. This we have made. I'm making it separately over here, right? So that you can visualize it. Because consolidation is the key, because they will not, in the examination, they will not be only giving you one question on one continent. They will be mixing up things. Okay, so this is Andes, nothing else. On Andes, I have told you, you have Mount Aconcagua, you have Ojos del Salado, you have one more over here. In the Bolivia, you have one more over here. Do you remember the name? Ancoyume. And over here, Huzakaran. And over here, Cotopaxi and Chimborazo in Ecuador. And over here, Bolivar in the Venezuela, I have told you. Right. So these mountain ranges you have to remember with respect to this particular South America. These are Guyana Highlands. These are Brazilian Highlands. This is over here Bolivian Highland, Mato Grosso. Till now it has not come. It will come sooner or later. Mato Grosso Plateau. Because by the name we cannot judge it. Brazil they will never give you. Mato Grosso they will be giving you. Okay. So now let us move forward, and now we will be going towards rivers. These are the rivers which we have to cover now, guys. Important, and I will make it easy. Don't worry about it. The information, you must be realizing that all these information you must have tried before also to learn this, but now you are actually getting them on your tips. All this information which we have read, and that was enormous information, and enormous information is still left. So slowly and slowly, just be consistent over here, guys. Okay. So see, देखो, this is the Brooks Alaskan, this is Brooks. In between that, you are flowing, you are seeing one river is flowing towards this particular sea, Bering Sea over here, Bering Strait over here. And this is your Yukon River. Highlight this Yukon River. Right, one river is flowing right this, and over here you have seen Mackenzie Mountain. So that's why this river is also known as a Mackenzie River. Mackenzie River. It's like this you will be finding. This over here you are finding that it is flowing in the borders of USA, Canada, and this is known as over here Fraser River. Fraser River you will be finding. So Yukon is the river of USA. Mackenzie, Fraser are the river of your Canada. And one river also you are seeing flowing like this to the Hudson Bay, and this is known as Churchill River. Churchill River, right? So Yukon, Mackenzie, Fraser, Churchill, and you have seen this in above North American north part. Right now you see that this particular river is crossing basically the Canada. It is starting and crossing USA and flowing like this. And this is the river which is known as Columbia, right? Columbia River. Now this Columbia is of North America, not of Columbia country. Remember South America, Columbia, right? Okay, this part you have understood. Now one more important river which you should see, which is coming from this particular part, which you should not forget guys, Ontario Lake, if you remember. From Ontario Lake, this river is flowing. This is known as St. Lawrence River, very important. St. Lawrence River, and it is draining near the mouth of this Labrador Sea, and you will be finding over here major part is Atlantic Ocean, right? So remember this St. Lawrence. I'll be showing you in the map also, don't worry. Okay, now you go into the USA, and in USA you will be finding one of the largest river system, longest river system network over here, that is Missouri Mississippi River over here. Rest of the tributaries of Missouri, Mississippi you forget, but this river system is known as Missouri, Mississippi. Spelling I'll be showing you from the map, exact spelling, right? And it forms the Birdfoot Delta over here, like Birdfoot. It is famous for forming Birdfoot Delta over here. Delta are obviously in the form of Birdfoot only, but over here very prominent you will be finding in the Gulf of. It is draining in the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of California, Gulf of Alaska, or Gulf of over here. One more I have told you, right? It is flowing in the Gulf of Mexico. So remember this. Another river which you are finding over here is this, and this river is known as Colorado River. Obviously over here you will be finding Colorado Plateau. There is Columbia Plateau, and the direction is like this from height to low. So Colorado River you are going to see over here guys. On this Colorado River you are going to see one of the largest hydroelectric dam project is Hoover Dam. Can you remember the Itaipu Dam? In the last class or in the South America I have told you Itaipu. So remember that Hoover Dam, one of the largest in Colorado River you are going to find guys. This is not yet. This is Colorado, this is Missouri, Mississippi, this is over here Columbia. Okay, this I have told you. One more river which is acting as the boundary for USA and Mexico, and this is a Rio Grande River. Okay, these are the rivers which you have to learn. Now see over here, the rivers I am marking. Rio Grande, boundary between USA and Mexico. Now see over here, the largest river system, Missouri, spelling you check, Mississippi, and this is forming one network. These are all other the you can say the tributaries of this Missouri Mississippi River. But this is the largest network in USA you are finding and forming Birdfoot Delta. No need to remember the tributaries of this. Remember the tributaries of Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. Over here you remember the major names of the river. Colorado, Columbia, I have told you. Right. St. Lawrence, I hope you are able to see. Churchill, I hope you are able to see. Fraser, Mackenzie, Yukon. Very easy to learn over here now, but we will not leave it to the North American continent. We will also focus upon the South American continent, and this is the beauty of these classes, of my classes. You will be finding everything interconnected, so that as we are moving forward, we will not, it is my responsibility that you will not be able to forget what you have studied before too. So just sincerely listen to me and I'll try to answer guys. So over here, again, I am giving you one opportunity to connect. So this time we'll be drawing the whole map. So over here, if we have this particular, and try to draw also if you are able to, you will be able to for sure. Okay, rough we have to draw. Okay, this is the type of thing we have to show over here. These are certain countries. Yucatan Peninsula and all you can show like this, but a rough guess. So over here, if I ask you, this is Yukon. Over here, if I ask you, this is Mackenzie. This is Fraser. This is Churchill flowing to Hudson Bay. Then in USA, Colorado, Columbia, then Colorado, then Rio Grande over here, the Missouri, Mississippi. This is the major river system, right? One I am leaving, that is from Ontario Lake, you will be finding this St. Lawrence. Major river flowing in South America, this particular Amazon. Orinoco River, this in Venezuela. Magdalene River in Colombia. And over here, I have told you one system, Paraguay system over here. This is in this particular part of Paraguay, Argentina, and Uruguay. So these are the river systems which you have learned of these two continents. Soon we will be making and soon we will be covering this particular part also. Chicken will be drawing whenever we'll be completing it. Don't worry. Like this, we will be having the entire world map, guys. The last part now, we will be seeing over here the feature, the deserts also are important. Let us see the deserts. See the deserts, guys. Most of the deserts are present in USA and Mexico. This is completely USA. So this over here, you are finding it as Great Basin. There are a lot of great names you are listening. Great Bear, Great Slave, Great Lakes. ये पूरा 5 network system. Now you have got a Great Basin. Basin by the word, you will not be saying that this is a river. This is a desert over here. Below you will be getting the Mojave Desert. Mojave it is written, but Mojave. J is pronounced as EH over here. And near to it you will be finding the Colorado, because over here Colorado Plateau also you suit. Colorado Desert. Again Great Basin. Over here Mojave. And this particular part which is coming in the Baja Peninsula too, and Mexico and USA, this you will be finding in both the countries. That is your Sonoran Desert. And this is also the country which is, this is also desert finding in both the countries, USA and Mexico. This is Chihuahuan. Way you want to pronunciate, you can pronunciate it, guys. Chihuahuan Desert over here, largely present in Mexico. 5 desert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 desert you have to remember from here, right? So again, Great Basin, Mojave, Sonoran, Colorado, Chihuahuan, and this is Great Plains. This is not a desert. Great Plains over here are known as prairies. These are temperate grasslands. Understanding, guys? So over here, don't forget the South American also. South American over here, Patagonia, the driest Atacama. Over here, Sechura. Over here, La Gujira, Venezuela, if you remember. In the Mexico, majorly in Mexico and USA, Chihuahuan. Over here, Sonoran. Over here, Colorado. Stockton, Great Basin. And over here, you have learnt one more, that is known as your Mojave Desert. Like this, desert is also completed over here, guys. Try to revise it like this one more time, right? Lastly, let us revise all the features which we have read of North American. This is last time I'm doing it for you. So we started with somewhere with the lakes. This is Great Bear, Slave. Dekho, I am also getting confused right now. You make something out of it, because in the examination time you will also feel difficulty over here. And prelims, that's why it is difficult, because the culmination or the combination of all the subjects, right? Not only, and when you will be seeing a question of world geography, but obvious there will be continents involved. All the continents will be involved. Bear, Slave, Athabasca, Winnipeg, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. Rivers, Yukon, Mackenzie. This is Mackenzie over here. They have already marked. Fraser, Churchill, and Ontario. Don't forget. Over here you will be finding Columbia, Colorado, Rio Grande, Missouri, Mississippi. Mountain range, if I tell you over here, then this is Alaskan. On Alaskan, don't forget Denali. Denali is also known as Mount McKinley. In the examination, this is going to come. Mark it for sure. Then above it, Brooks Range. Over here, Mackenzie Range and Mount Logan. This is a Rocky Mountain Range. On the Rocky Mountain Range, eastern side, tallest mountain, Mount Albert. Western side, you will be finding Whitney, Cascade Range, Sierra Nevada, Sierra Madre, Appalachians. Right, what else is remaining? Deserts. Deserts, I have told you over here, with respect to deserts, you will be remembering it as Great Basin, Mojave, this is your Sonoran, this is your Chihuahuan, this is your Colorado, this is prairies, Great Plains over here. Right, like this, we have covered the features of North American continent also, guys. I hope this should be on your tips now. If you have followed it sincerely, and do let me know that now are you having these North American and South American continent on your tips so far. How was your progress? Do comment it for all those people who are like following this series sincerely. And now this was just the starting. Now the major part which we are going to start with, the continent of Africa, guys, and this is going to be a major continent, one of the vast countries you will be finding over here, and we will be covering it in the next parts. Let me assure you, just be present over there and let me handle all the countries which are present in Africa. African continent is one of the most complex, most asked in the examination because it is most complex. So they also know that over here people face difficulty and यहाँ पर वो eliminate कर पाएंगे students को, ठीक है? But we are going to handle it, guys. So thank you so much. Now I'll be meeting you in the next session. Keep revising, guys. Thank you so much.